psi, compared to 8,000 psi for the old pump. This higher pressure atomizes the fuel into finer droplets, which burn more completely to reduce particulate emissions. Use extreme caution when checking for fuel leaks on this fuel system. Use a piece of cardboard to check for leaks. Never use your hands. High system pressure could cause serious injury. This fuel pump is equipped with a Bosch RQVK governor, containing an air-fuel control that is activated by turbocharger boost. The inline fuel pump creates and distributes a metered amount of high-pressure fuel to the injectors, using a separate pumping element for each engine cylinder. That's the fuel system flow and the new fuel system components on the 94 diesel. Before we move on, I've got a question for you. One of the advantages of the new Bosch P7100 inline fuel injection pump over the old pump is A, its lighter weight, B, its ability to deliver a higher pressure, or C, its distributor-type design. The answer is B. The new Bosch P7100 inline fuel injection pump is capable of delivering fuel injection system pressures of 17,000 psi, compared to 8,000 psi for the old pump. Because of the new wastegate and other intake system components, you should also take a look at the intake system changes as they affect airflow. Airflow is drawn into the system through inlet ducts that are newly routed to accommodate the Ram pickup body. Intake air is then drawn through a new style air cleaner. The air cleaner has an indicator called an air filter minder that shows restricted flow. From the air cleaner, air flows into the compressor of the turbocharger housing. The new turbocharger has a turbine housing with an inlet area of 12 square centimeters. A turbocharger is designed to increase engine power by forcing compressed air into each combustion chamber. With an increased amount of oxygen to burn, combustion is more powerful. The compressed air is delivered to the engine by a turbine wheel that's powered by the engine's exhaust gases. The end result is improved performance and increased engine torque for greater pulling power. This year, the Cummins turbocharger features a smaller turbine nozzle. The smaller nozzle allows the turbine wheel to reach its operating speed more quickly and at lower engine speeds. As a result, peak boost is reached more quickly and performance improves. A wastegate has also been added to allow for low-speed turbocharger boost without overboosting at high speeds. The wastegate limits intake manifold air pressure. If the turbine wheel is spinning too fast, the wastegate opens, diverting some of the exhaust gases away from the turbine wheel. This limits turbine shaft speed and air output from the impeller. When the wastegate is closed, all of the exhaust gases flow past the turbine wheel. A new, larger intercooler is located in front of the engine radiator. The intercooler is a heat exchanger, which uses vehicle airflow to dissipate heat and cool the intake air. Pressurized air from the turbocharger flows through the intercooler, then back to the intake manifold through a new air inlet connection, which allows the air to take a more direct path to the intake manifold. From the air inlet connection, the air travels to the heater element and into the intake manifold. That's the air intake system changes. Another change has to do with vehicle emissions. A catalytic converter will be added to vehicles built after January 1st, 1994. The converter is designed to decrease particulates and oxidize emissions. There are also some mechanical changes to the 94 Ram diesel. 3 sizes of pistons are used on 1994 engines. The difference in the height of these 3 pistons determines the protrusion of the piston after installation. Different piston heights within an engine are necessary due to differences in height of the cylinder block and length of rod throw in the different cylinders. The piston also has a redesigned combustion bowl, and the top ring location has been raised on the piston to increase fuel economy and performance characteristics. When installing new pistons, be sure to use the installation procedure and specifications provided in the service manual. Another change is a new, larger vibration damper to accommodate the manual transmission. This vibration damper has no timing marks, so it's necessary to locate top dead center by marking the vibration damper. This procedure is also provided in the service manual. Those are the changes to the 1994 Ram pickup Cummins diesel, and I think we have time for one more review question. The purpose of the wastegate on the turbocharger of the Cummins diesel is to A, limit turbine wheel speed, B, limit intake manifold air pressure, C, divert exhaust gases from the turbine wheel, or D, all of the above. The answer is D, all of the above. The wastegate opens to limit intake manifold air pressure by diverting exhaust gases from the turbine wheel at high speeds, limiting turbine wheel speed. That concludes this Mastertech release. We've provided you with an introduction to the Dodge Ram 8-liter V10 and the 1994 version of the Cummins diesel. For more in-depth information and service procedures, Chrysler Service Training offers courses on the Dodge Ram V10 and the Cummins diesel. See the reference book for course codes. We'll see you next time on Mastertech.